Hey gang, Eric Whitacre here. I've been asked by YouTube to sort of make a list of my favorite classical videos on YouTube. And it's an almost impossible task. There must be thousands of them that I like. Just the classical videos, that's not counting the Trololo guy and all of the other stuff that I watch on a regular basis. But the first video has to be the Virtual Choir Sleep 2.0. I'm just so proud of this work and so honored to be a part of it. We had over 2,000 submissions, 2,052 to be exact, from 58 different countries, all singing their parts alone at their webcams, in their dorm rooms and in their garages and their kitchens and their practice rooms. And it's just been such a thrilling project. So that's definitely the first video. The second video is Singet dem Herrn ein neues Lied, Sing to the Lord a New Song by Johann Sebastian Bach, conducted here by Helmut Rilling. And what to say about this video? It's for me, it's just a pure and perfect expression of joy. I can listen to this 1,000 times. Sometimes I listen to it 2 or 3 times a day just to sort of recharge my batteries. I sang it as a chorister in college, and so of course I still hear the bass part as the melody. But it's just a transcendental work for me. The third one, speaking of transcendence, is the Ode to Joy, the fourth movement of the Ninth Symphony by Beethoven, conducted here by Leonard Bernstein. And not only do I love this recording of it with the Vienna Philharmonic, and the soloists are exceptional, but for me the Ode to Joy is the greatest and most important piece in all of Western classical music. Can you imagine that Beethoven was deaf? He was completely stone deaf when he wrote this, and so not only was he able to do it, which is a Herculean task, but he did it with knowing that he would never be able to hear it himself. He could only hear it in his mind. And then that he chose to write about joy in the face of all of that, and brotherhood. It's a great, great piece. The greatest. Following that is a humble offering of my own. This is Cloudburst. This was performed in Minnesota a couple of years ago with a choir of over 400 people. And Cloudburst is one of the very first pieces I wrote. I wrote it in 1992. It's actually the second piece that I composed. And I had this poem by the Mexican poet Octavio Paz. And right around the same time as I was reading this poem, The Broken Water Jar, I experienced the most extraordinary cloudburst in real life. And I somehow married the two of them together in my mind, and this piece was born. And it's a terrific performance. My God, can they sing in Minnesota. The next video is Yuja Wang playing the Flight of the Bumblebee, and it's just a bonbon really, and a fun piece. But I can't believe she's playing at that speed and that accurately. It's superhuman, and if you watch, her hands are so small. I don't know how she makes the leaps. I just don't know how human beings can do that kind of thing. It's pretty thrilling. After that is a video with John Corigliano, my teacher at Juilliard and really my mentor, speaking about all of his works. And towards the end of the video, he talks specifically about his piece, Mr. Tambourine Man, in which he took the lyrics from Bob Dylan poems and reset them as poetic texts with completely new music. And I think it's just a beautiful and incredibly thoughtful and profound work. My wife recorded the premiere recording, my wife Hila Plitman, and she won a Grammy for it. And so that video kind of combines the very closest parts of my life all in one little video. And finally, there's the Rite of Spring, conducted here by Daniel Gatti, in the very theater that it was first premiered. And what to say about the Rite of Spring? First, Stravinsky was so young when he wrote it, and then it's this leap of imagination that, for instance, if you've ever tried to play the piano, even Stravinsky's piano reduction, it doesn't really work, and it doesn't make sense as a piano piece. And so you can tell that Stravinsky was thinking about the orchestra as an animal unto itself, and it's just such an intellectual and creative and imaginative leap. I sort of stand in awe of it, and this little excerpt from this video has to be one of the most exciting moments in all of classical music. So that's it. There's a bunch of other videos on there. I hope you enjoy them. I could go on and on and on, but I won't bore you. it's a big honor for me to be doing this with YouTube, and I imagine if you're watching this right now, I'm probably online right now too, watching YouTube, and more than likely it's the Trololo guy with the LOL cats. That's it. See you, kids.